Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. And every Saturday, we get together with all our family members around the world, and we just try to share tips about moving to, living in, getting visas, renting an apartment, buying a house. That's what we do on the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. If you're new here, if this is your first time, here, we always have clips of trips that we have taken through the week. And this week we took a freaky deaky trip, and I got clips to share of that trip. It was very stressful getting there and getting back, but we made it. And I'm gonna show you a video of the guy that helped me get there and get back. It was freaking amazing. But this is your show, so ask questions, leave comments, and we like to do interviews with people. So if you have stories about moving to Mexico, if you're living in Mexico and you would like to share your story, email me and we can make that happen. We do it remotely. You don't have to see me. I don't come into your house. You don't have to worry about me stealing your furniture or anything like that. It's just all good on the up and up. So let's see who we have in the house here this morning. We got Stefan in the house from Canada. Good morning, Bill, and everyone who enters the hallowed house. Who Manuel is in the house. BD Manuel the prophet. Right on, bring it on, brother, with that prophet stuff. We got Shara Williams speaking that Spanish. She lives here in Morelia. I think she just moved into her apartment last week. Good for you, girl. Always happy to see you in the house. We got Sammy. Hola, Sammy. Sammy emailed me this week. She had a little incident she was a bit concerned about. I want to call you on the phone and talk to you about that, Sammy, but great to see you here. Tom Sands in the house. If I'm not mistaken, Tom Sands is in Morelia now, checking things out. The weather is good down here. Well, I mean, it's good for me. I have on 2 pairs of sweatpants, 2 pairs of socks. I got on a hoodie, this shirt. I got an undershirt on. I got gloves on. It's probably about 66 degrees. It's cloudy out. Maybe a high around 72 today with the limited humidity, and the peso is kicking that. Well, the peso was going down, then it went back up, but overall my rent went down this week. But we'll talk about that later. We got a lot to talk about today. Lots going on. Good morning, Mind Expansion Daily. I need some of that. I need to expand my mind. Great. Ken in rainy, hot Miami. Come down and expand your mind down here in beautiful Mexico. We got Marcus in the house. Marco in the house from fabulous Chicago. His family is from Morelia, and I'm working on his list. He gives me lists of places to go, and I just say, okay, Marco, I'm going. But he has a beautiful family in the Windy City. Welcome to you. We got Ray Garcia from El Paso, Texas. And we got Callie Trucker. Good morning. Love your Saturday live stream. Love you, dude. Thank you so much for sharing the love. And Cassie Davis, come on in and kick off with the donations to the channel right on. This is how we pay our rent down here, buy equipment, take trips. Thank you so much, Cassie Davis. Great to see you. We got Green Eyes in the house. Buenos dias y happy Saturday from Colorado Springs. Buck, great to see you. We got Lisa in the house, my girlfriends. Oh, always great to see you. My girls in the house getting ready for the school year. My son is going to the 8th grade, and other is starting junior year in college. There's nothing more fabulous than a parent that has raised children well and is educating them, and they're going forward with their education. Their parents have been sharing love and courage and creativity with them, and it all pays off. Congratulations to you both. Reggie Meggs, Ola, Bill, and all here today. Everyone, welcome. And the girls even sent me some taco money. What camera am I looking at? Where I changed my setup again. I got to figure out what camera is where. There I am. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for joining us this morning. We got people. It's just raining donations. Somebody just clicked the donate button, and who is it? Who is it? It's Marco. Marco in Chicago just donated $20 to the channel. Love you, Marco. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, helping us grow and pay our rent and buy equipment and travel. Tommy Sands, yes, we moved in last weekend, moved into the loft where Char moved in. Love it. Right on. Wow, people come. Hey, that's what I live for. I live for sharing the joys of living in Mexico, and I've been in Morelia now for 1 year and 1 month. And I love it. I tried to tell my friends and family to come on down, get with the program, work online, retire down here. No, none of my friends, none of my family listened to me. So I started this YouTube channel, and people come down here like Tom Sands and Char Williams, and even Sammy came down. People love Morelia. It is the spot. It is hot. Hot, 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 but it's just filled with love and joy, and it's cheap. Hola, Marco. How's everybody? Jamie, happy Saturday from Montreal. We got Crypto OG. How does Char like being in Morelia? Did she move there for good? Yeah. I had breakfast with Char. It was about a month ago. And she was like most people that I have met that watched my videos, moved down here. And that girl looked like she was on drugs. I met her in El Centro, 10 o'clock in the morning. That girl looked so calm, so relaxed. Moved here from hot and humid Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Oh, where the wackos like Donald Trump live and all that kind of stuff. And now she's just down here chilling out, enjoying herself. And I'm going to talk for her. Maybe I shouldn't, but she loves it. She loves this place. Everybody loves it down here. Randy Rudolph, good morning, my brother, and all in the house from Atecuaro. And for those of you that don't know where Atecuaro is about, on a good day, a 30-minute drive from Guadalajara south. It's Ajijic is located on Lake Chapala, which is the largest lake in Mexico. And I'm going to say Ajijic is one of the most popular places for expats in Mexico. If it's not there, it's probably San Miguel Allende. Very quaint town, lots of great food. And Randy Rudolph, one of my favorite places there was a La Bodega. You can go to La Bodega. I think it's Javier. Javier is the owner, and his wife, her name starts with an M. They have live music almost every night. And they have a French restaurant called Oui Oui, where you can get really cheap quiche pies, the small ones and the big ones, very cheap, very good. Get them to go chow down. Ajijic. I enjoyed it immensely. Good morning, Bill, and everyone. Beautiful sunny day here in Charlotte. She thinks so she speaks. And Charlotte owns property in Merida. We did an interview with her. We put up parts 1 and part 2. I'll put up part 3, where she's going to talk about buying her home in Merida and how she found it, who helped her find it, and stuff like that. But she thinks so she speaks. It's great to see you here in the house. Hoping to visit in December for a month. Come on down, Marco. Hi, Char. Everyone is well. Thank you for asking. Enjoying the beautiful summer weather. How's Morelia's Marco Morelia? Hey, I'm good. I'm good with this chilly weather. I mean, it's August. I can go out and walk around. I don't get sweaty. My rent is still $477 a month. 2 bathrooms, 1 bedroom, fully furnished. I don't even have an air conditioner. I don't even think about an air conditioner. Looks like somebody else just donated some cash. Let's see who that is over here. I'll look on the big screen. Majestic, I believe that's Jamie, just donated $10.62 to the channel. Click that little button in the description below, and that is greatly appreciated. Who's this? Just a person like you. What a wonderful name. Just a person like you. Fabulous. Buenos dias, Bill. How easy is it to find a job in Mexico? Thanks. Well, first of all, just a person like you, I'm thinking, first of all, you got to be bilingual. Now, I don't know what it's like to find a job with a major corporation. What kind of job are you looking for? For me, I would take whatever knowledge that you have now, and I would figure out how to reach out to people and teach your knowledge to people online. I've been here 20 years. I've made all of my money online. And there are lots of online jobs available where you can live in Mexico. The company will be in the United States. Maybe all of your clients will be in the United States. I know many people, at least 10 people that work online doing their like psychologists or family counselors. I know a guy in Mazatlan who does what is it? It's a suicide. He works the suicide hotline for the military. Makes good money doing that. Lives 2 or 3 blocks from the beach. My suggestion is to find a way to work online. That way, you're making United States dollars. In Mexico, the cost of living is very low here. But I know the woman that I know that's doing family counseling. She works 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She charges $150 an hour. She's licensed to do family counseling in California and Arizona. She makes $9,000 a month US. Okay. And I know I'm going to make that much today with donations. So that's all I have to say about that. Katrina the Maker in the house. Girl, always great to see you. And we got 2 more people living here in Morelia in the house. We got Liston Henry in the house. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días. I'm doing good, Liston. I hope you're doing well also. He is in Morelia. And then we got my other neighbor, David. Hola, Bill, and everyone. Happy to see you here. And Axel Foley, another beautiful day in the Poconos. Temps in the 80s. I know everybody in the Poconos in August is doing that dirty dancing. Axel Foley is one of my oldest subscribers, or long. He was probably my subscriber 1 or 2. JH, the Shine Bomb, going to stop all the white entitlement from I'm going to say okay, now that's I don't know what shine. Okay, now here's what's going on. Some foreigners come down here to Mexico and maybe they buy some property and they think they bought some property, they got some money, they think they're better than everybody else, and they start treating people bad. Man, that's called the ugly American. They made movie about the ugly American. They wrote books about the ugly American. And those people are evil. I'm going to say F those people. So, Claudia, do what you can. Shut these people up. Deport them. There you go. If they're not like me, happy and friendly and telling people about the joys of living in Mexico and just understanding that Mexico is where you live and you got to love your neighbor down here, and that's Mexicans, I'd say deport them MFs. Claudia, round them up. Do what Donald Trump do what Donald Trump does. Put some people in some masks, get some AK-47s, round them up. Put them in vans and disappear them. Send them to Detroit. There you go. How you like that? I absolutely love Morelia. Everyone is so loving and the city is beautiful. I want to visit other places, but there's so much here that I'm taking my time. And let me say this. Sammy is here. Sammy changes its name. I'm just going to call Sammy it. Because Sammy changes its name all the time. But Sammy and Char Williams get together, and she's taking Char Williams to all kinds of fabulous places in Morelia. Dave, who is in the house, and Liston Henry, all of them live here in Morelia. They get around. And Char is so right. There is so much to see in Morelia. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Randy Rudolph, we have been to La Bodega, but we is closed. A lot changing here. That's too bad. Food was very good. French food, very inexpensive. The people were friendly. Nice location. Yeah, but I love some La Bodega. Woohoo! Johnny Williams, good morning, my brother. Glad to see you're doing well and looking woohoo. Thank you, Johnny. I do what I can with what I got. That's all I can do. I do what I can with what I got. Angela Morris is in the house. Buenos dias, amigos. Hello, Bill Lewis. I am here one more time to experience such a beautiful time with you and our friends. Happy to see you here. You guys can hear the tamale man. I pay the tamale man to come by, and he's selling his tamales. I pay him to come at 20 minutes after the hour just so you guys can hear his voice and let you know that I really am in Mexico. And the stranger is here. Hola, stranger. I've been traveling. I'm back in Morelia. I got to talk to you and see where you've been. Good for you, girl. We missed you over the last couple of weeks. I've had breakfast with Michelle a couple of times. Very interesting person, like everybody in the room. I'm going to go. I got a couple of video clips here. I got more than a couple, but let's start with this one. This is a weird video clip. It's something you might not expect. This video clip is taken in the mall. That's about a 10-minute block from where I live. I'm headed to the grocery store that's in the mall. It's called La Comer. And I ran into this by accident. Here we go. What's that blue thing? What's the blue thing there with the white inner walls and the white flat floor in the mall? What could this be? What does it look like? Well, here's the answer to what that is. You can see the little blue shoes right there. Those things are ice skates. That's a skating rink right 10 minutes away from where I live. I can go ice skating in August in Morelia, Mexico. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And now I'm in La Comer, and I'm in the frozen fish section. And in here, I found California Lob. This is my favorite grocery store. I'm going there after the broadcast today. I found some California lobster tails. I got close-ups of those to show you for next week. California lobster tails. They were really big. I mean, they were like this long. You get 2 of them for 2,600 pesos, which is about $150 for 2 California lobster tails. Maybe I'll get a couple of those for Christmas or maybe Thanksgiving. It's always surprising. I had a fabulous dinner last night. Somebody contacted me. Rarely do I go out for dinner with people. But I did. It was at 8:00 at night, and we went to a restaurant called The Lupita. There are several of them in Morelia. I think this was the original one. The food was fabulous. It was totally packed with all Mexicans of all ages, people chowing down. I had some of the best Mexican food I've ever had in my life. I had enchiladas and a couple of cervezas, and the person that sponsored my trip, she had some other kind of food, and it was fabulous. The company was fabulous. I was with a very interesting person. Charles Williams just contributed $20 to the channel by clicking the donate button down in the description below. Thank you very much, Char. So let's continue with some video clips. And let me say again, if you're new here, we do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. If you like the content, click the subscribe button. I show video clips. I did take a trip this week. It was a freaky deaky trip. But interrupt me anytime, ask any questions, and I don't know everything, but for everything that you might ask, someone here with us now will have the answers. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, and if you liked content, click the like button, click the subscribe button. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, now, so I'm in La Comer, the grocery store, and they have very sophisticated people that go there and shop. And to my surprise, I was blessed. I was truly blessed by the company. I must shop at a great place because it draws people like this. There you go. I see a lot of nuns here, but I've never seen any nuns dressed up in all white. They had very modern cell phones and credit cards, and they were buying lobster. Sure, they got nuns here in Mexico. Okay, so let's begin this trip. The trip that I took was to this place, Atecuaro, which Atecuaro is only like a 32-minute drive from El Centro in Morelia, but it's all uphill. It's a very small town, and it's out in the country. Somebody left a message or a comment for one of my videos, and they says, "Hey, you got to check out Atecuaro. Check out Atecuaro. It's very quaint, nice, and all that kind of stuff." So I went. The problem was, usually when I take a trip, I don't check the internet or anything. I just get up and I try to get to the bus station around 7:30 in the morning. They have a lot of different bus companies with different routes. And so I went to my usual sources, and everybody at the bus station said, "Oh, we don't go there. We don't go there." Really? So I go to a different bus place, and they say, "Oh no, we don't go there. No, you're going to have to go to." They told me to go. You're going to have to go to the Central de Sur, which is the center of the South side. I said, "What's that?" "Oh, it's like another bus station." Well, it wasn't really another bus station. So I had to take a taxi. Nobody went to this city. I'm gonna say Pueblo. So they said, take a taxi, go to this Central de Sur, and that's how you get there. Okay, so that's what I do. So I take a taxi from the bus station, which I never do, because the taxis outside the bus station, right outside the door, they cost twice as much as Uber and like 4 times as much as Didi. But I did. So they said, okay, it's going to cost you 70 pesos, which is $3.50. Okay, so I get in a taxi, and the taxi driver's talking to me in fast Spanish. He says, "Okay, well, I'm going to take you there, but it's going to cost you 20 more pesos." Okay, whatever. So instead of 70 pesos, it's going to cost me 90 pesos. It was like $4.50. Okay, just get me there. So he gets me there, and he says, "Here, wait here on the bus." And I'm telling you, man, when you take the bus, write down the name of the place you're going. And so I had this in my pocket right here, Atecuaro. I always write down the name of the place I'm going to, because a wrong syllable can have you going like down near like Panama or something, right? We don't want that. Okay, so anyway, they dropped me off here. I'm going to show you this guy. And the guy that I'm going to show you now helped me this entire trip. Okay, now check this out. Here you go. Oh, that's the nuns again, not them. They prayed for me, so they helped me too. So I'm going to show you this guy. Here we go. Here's the guy. That's him right there in the blue hat. I walk up to him. The taxi driver let me off there, and I walk up to him and I say, "Hey, I'm going to Atecuaro." He says, "Oh, well, I'm going there too. I'm going there too." The bus comes at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 11 o'clock. And this is all in Spanish. And I take a lot of flack. People say, "Oh, you can't even speak Spanish." Yeah, I can speak enough Spanish to figure this out. And so I'm there. I had to wait with this guy. I'm sitting next to the guy for like an hour waiting for the bus to come. And this was an old bus. It was probably the first bus on the planet. So I get in the bus, and here we go. There are about 20 people waiting to go to this town. These are people on the bus. All of them are going to Atecuaro. And that's the guy. There's the guy right there in the blue hat. He sat right over there next to me. And the trip was all uphill. It was all uphill, so the bus is going like 5 miles an hour because it was so old. Let's see. And the windows are dirty. The bus was dirty. The windows are dirty. But I took this image right here because up on this mountain, it's hard to see. There's a white building. It's actually a beautiful home in the middle of your screen at the top, that little white rectangle. It's hard to see, but it's a big, beautiful home. And I'm just wondering who lives up there. Talk about they don't have money in Mexico. Okay. But it was even though it's 32 miles away from El Centro in Morelia, the bus trip took about an hour. Well, we're only doing like 5 miles an hour going up the hill. It was somewhat scenic. And to pay for the trip, for this 1 hour trip, only cost like $1. That's 20 pesos. 20 pesos for a 1 hour trip. So I'm getting on the bus and I give the guys like 100 pesos, and he says, no, he just like shooed me away because you don't pay until you get off of the bus. So there are like 30 people on this bus. The bus stops, and then everybody pays on the way off of the bus. I still haven't figured out exactly how that works. Okay, so let me say this. We get to my bus stop. And the guy that I was waiting with at that, it was almost like a little park. The guy that I was waiting with told me, yes, I'm going there also. When the bus stopped in Atecuaro, he tapped me on the shoulder. He says, this is it right here. The guy took care of me. He made sure I got on the bus. He told me where to get off the bus right here. Ends up, this guy lives like a couple of blocks from the bus stop, and I saw him many times that day. He was going to buy Coca-Cola and onions and groceries and stuff like that. So here is the bus stop. This is where they dropped all of us off right here, and I'm paranoid. I don't know the size of this town. I don't know where the guy that helped me, he lived down that street, but I don't know where I am. So I wanted to take a picture of the sign. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, the guy lived right up that street, and I don't know how big this town is. I don't know what's where. So I took a picture of the street sign. So if I got lost, I could show somebody the name of the street because the bus is going to come back there to pick me up. Now, let me say this. I have many more clips coming up here soon. Let me make a note of where I stopped. If I were to do this again, coming from Morelia to Atecuaro, I would take a taxi. Taxi would cost you about 160 pesos or $8. You'd get there in like 25 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. If I were going on the way back, I would take the bus. Now for $16 or $17, you can get a taxi there and back. That's the way to really go. Just take the taxi there. $16, $17. You get there, you're done with it, you're happy, you know where you are, everything's good. And let me play this clip one more time. Right now, this is the bus stop, and that's going to take you like an hour to get to Morelia. But right down the street from this street right here, a half block away, there are Morelia taxis. Okay, yeah. And I took the taxi back. There are Morelia taxis sitting right there. So if you want to make this trip, I would get a taxi there, taxi that back, bite the bullet. Let's say round trip, it's going to cost you $20. And, you know, what the heck? What the heck? You got there and back. All right, let me check some comments here real quick. See what be happening real quick here. Okay, we got a lot of messages popping in here. Michelle. Okay, buck stops here. Tamales, tamales, tamales. See, in the restaurant last night, they had tamales. This place is called, I'm going to show video clips of this place next week. I didn't get home till like 10 o'clock at night, which is rare for me. So I didn't have time to process the videos, but this was the best Mexican food I've had in Mexico. It's called the Lupita. Fabulous place. And they had tamales. Ray Garcia, they have a large ice rink behind the Central Cathedral in December. Okay, right on, Ray. Thank you. Sammy, I say there should be some mask ice type taking those ugly Americans out of here. That's funny. If you're better than Mexicans, you need to leave Mexico. Sammy, thank you so much. Yeah, get some ice, people. Mexicans need some Mexico ice. Okay. I got off topic. I'm going off topic here because Sammy brought it up. Okay, so I'm thinking of writing a series, okay? But it'll just be me talking. I'm gonna write the stories. They'll be like 5 to 7 minute segments. But the main character, let me tell you about the main character. The main character, her name is Lupita de Fuego. Lupita de Fuego, and Lupita is her name, but of fire. So Lupita of fire, Lupita de Fuego, and she's a very rich, intelligent Mexican young woman, and she's a superhero. and she can fly and stuff like that. And when there's an ice raid, she gets alerted, and she has special powers where she can show up wherever the ice raid is, and she just shows up and kicks ass. She goes in there and kicks that blindfold machine gun carrying ass like a mofo. Yeah, that's right. And she's called Lupita de Fuego. And I'm just going to have that. I'll have a little sign up there. It says Lupita de Fuego. And right below that, there's a caption that says, "Fire melts ice." The series coming soon on the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. Yeah, we're going to, Lupita de Fuego is going to come and kick some ice ass. How you like that? Okay, I'm back. Let me get back to messages here. Ms. Ivy Adams, buenos dias, Bill Dallas Lewis, ¿cómo está? I love watching your traveling videos. Thank you so much. I love to travel. It's Mexico is very cool, very cool. ACC2, are you tax resident of Mexico since you live more than 123 days in a given year? So do you file a tax return and pay taxes in Mexico for non-Social Security income earned? Of course. As Social Security income is not taxable in Mexico as per tax treaty with the USA. You are very right there. Okay, now, Sammy, Ola Bucks, they make me tasty vegan tamales. Now, I've talked about Sammy Bad because for those of you that don't know, she did announce like a couple of weeks ago that Tooth Fairy had changed her name to Sammy. So Sammy isn't Sammy, it's Tooth Fairy, actually, okay? Oh, okay. And I talked about her bad because she's a vegan. She's a vegan. She doesn't eat any of the good food out there, like ribs, bacon, fried chicken, she don't eat a ham, honey baked ham. She don't do none of that. And I talk about her bad so much about how nasty and tasteless vegan food is. But she took Char Williams to a couple of vegan restaurants here in Mexico. And Char Williams said that the food was delicious, wonderful, fabulous, Char Williams said. So I got to hook up with Sammy, Tooth Fairy, and let her change my life by this fabulous Mexican vegan food and just change my mind altogether. Lenora Wilson, good morning to you. Happy to see you here. Sammy, hola, ACC2. How many of you have had birria in Mexico? I had it in Guadalajara and in Tequila City. Loved it. It is a goat or beef stew. They also have birria tacos. Yes, I've had birria. In fact, the home or a very popular place in the Guadalajara, Chapala, Ajijic area for birria is Jocotepec. Jocotepec, which is about a 20-minute drive from Ajijic, Chapala, about a 45-minute drive from Guadalajara. They have many great birria restaurants, and they have they'll say it's either with goat or with beef. And the goat is fabulous. Even Sammy Tooth Fairy, the vegan, she would just, you would eat some of this goat Tooth Fairy, Sammy, and you would not be a vegan anymore. You'd just be eating goat every day. You'd be out on farms looking for goats. You'd be just like ice. Instead of looking for undocumented immigrants, you would be looking for goats and eating that meat every day. High vibe is in the house. Good morning to you. Looking good, girl. We got Justin donating to the channel. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel, helping us travel, pay the rent and bills, and experience the joys of living in Mexico so I can report it to you. And even Axel Foley, when I do have a beer, I drink Modelo. Right on. I got some Modelo Especial in my refrigerator. And that restaurant last night, the only thing that disappointed me is they didn't have my beer, Modelo Especial. We got Lee Brown in the house from Central Ohio. Go Bucks. I was born and raised in Columbus, lived in Cincinnati for 10 years. Oh, and when I was on the bus that I just showed you, on the old bus going up the hill, there was a guy. Everybody on the bus was Mexican except me. So there was a guy on the bus with a Cincinnati sweatshirt. That was funny. Lupita is a nickname for Guadalupe, a.k.a. Mary. Thank you very much. Lupita is a very popular name here in Mexico. And there's a lady when I'm walking in the morning, and again, I don't see any white people in my neighborhood ever. So there was a woman, and I met her like 6 months ago. She told me her name was Guadalupe. Then I started seeing her more and more and more, walking. I asked her again, what's your name? And she said, Lupita. And it confused me because she told me Guadalupe the first time. Then she told me Lupita. And thank you for clarifying that. Now I know. David Jansen, hey, Bill, have tried any of those tamales? No. The guy in the tamale truck, I have not tried them. And I'm going to give you the reason why. Because I was in a relationship with this Mexican woman for 8 years, and we ate tamales like every day for 8 years. I don't care if I ever see a tamale again. Now, V is it. Oh, Vertine Powell. Hola, Vertine. Hi, Bill. Glad you are traveling. Just came back from Merida. Love the Mexican people. Coming to Morelia in October. Will contact you for breakfast. Please do. If you come in October, dress warm. When you come to Morelia, it's like going to San Francisco. Have clothes for summertime temperature and wintertime temperature. Bring a hoodie. If you have a winter coat, bring that for the nighttime because it gets chilly down here. So let's get back to some more video clips here. Now, again, here we go. Let's get back. Here we go. Okay. So now where I'm going to this town called Atecuaro, it ends up that they were having a big party there. This has happened to me a lot when I travel. I don't plan it on purpose, but I end up going to places. It ends up that they're having an annual fiesta or something. Okay. And so I get there, they're having an annual fiesta for the city. So there's a big party going on. I just happened to be there. So here we go. Oh yeah. Okay. So people are headed towards El Centro. That guy has like a cart of ice cream cones. And these ladies, I think they're carrying like cakes. And there's the Morelia taxi cab. I'm right at the bus stop. But these ladies have treats with them. And now I'm going to walk walk down to El Centro. And the guy that I was sitting at the bus stop with, I said, where's El Centro? He says, walk down there. That's the way to El Centro. And then there was a lady behind him on the bus. And she says, yeah, that's the way to El Centro. I didn't even ask that lady. So it was a very nice and clean town. The people were very friendly. I thought the town would be a little bigger than it was, but I'm going to go down to the plaza, and they have all kinds of places to eat and your typical kind of things. And then here we go. Yeah, and these are the events here are getting ready to kick off in the main plaza with a parade, a band, lots of rides for the kids, lots of corn dogs, and that was around almost 11 o'clock in the morning. Let me take a note here. Okay, now we're going to get to the festivities, but first let me go back to comments here. Okay. Just a person like you. What is your favorite Mexican tradition, religious or not? And what is one that you think is odd? Ooh, an odd Mexican tradition. Mexico has many odd traditions. I think that tipping the trash man, tipping the garbage man, I think that's a strange tradition. They have different types of whistles down here. You'll hear a whistle on the street, something like doo-loo-loo, doo-loo-loo, like that. There's a certain whistle that means I sharpen knives. So if you hear this whistle, it's a very specific tone, a little like song. Doo-loo-loo, doo-loo-loo. That is the sharp, the knife sharpening guy. What else? Favorite Mexican tradition? Favorite Mexican tradition is just being happy. I remember when I was in Puerto Vallarta, I took this one taxi regularly in Puerto Vallarta almost every day. And the taxi driver, Nacho was his name, he didn't seem all that happy, but he still smiled. And I said, well, so what's up? And he says, well, everything's good. Everything good. I have the face of a Mexican. I have the face of a Mexican, which means if things are good, if things are bad, your face is always the same. Your face is always happy. Happy, happy, happy. I just keep running into happy people. And I was sharing some information with someone yesterday. There are grumpy people. I have grumpy people on my street. Two. They're always grumpy. I have a DD driver. DD is like Uber. And the first time this guy picked me up, he was just grumpy. Then he picked me up again, like a month later, he's still grumpy. Then the third time he picked me up, he's still grumpy, but he's a little more friendly. He's friendly grumpy. So I'm going to say my favorite Mexican tradition is being happy and sharing love. There you go. MJ, hola, Bill, buenos días. ¿Qué estado me recomendarías para vivir en México? Okay. ¿Cómo te gusta mi español? Yo estudio por un año. What recommendations do I have in Mexico? How do you like my Spanish? I've been studying for a year. Oh, your Spanish Es muy rico, chica. If you're a woman, your Spanish is fabulous, girl. You just keep on studying and you'll get better and better and better. Okay, right on. Good for you. And that's only after 1 year. Hawkins in the house. Olo, I told you it's been a while since I've joined live. Great to see you here, David. Hey, Bill. Believe this or not, I have had a hard time finding a good tamale here. The best tamale I've ever had was in the U.S. And I tell you what, the best tamale I ever had was from this woman that I knew, and she made her tamales in her air fryer. What's the word for that really popular air fryer? You guys know the name of it. My mind is dead. It's one of those pots, Instapot. The best tamales I ever had was from a Mexican lady that made her tamales in an Instapot. And I've had a million tamales. Plus, with tamales, you never know what you're getting. Because generally you have your chicken tamales, your beef tamales, then you have your sweet tamales. I'm probably leaving one of them out. And you don't know. And sometimes you might get a chicken tamale and it only has one speck of chicken in it. Same with your beef tamales, or it may be they may rarely do they load up the tamale with the meat, and sometimes they're dry, and sometimes so you never with a tamale you never know what you're going to get, and that's why I'm not going to order any in the very near future. Ha ha ha. Okay. Also, Che is a nickname for Ernesto Che Guevara. Cool beans. And, I got a nickname here. ACC2, help me out. What is Chewy. Chewy, like there are a lot of men named Jesus or Jesus. A lot of men in Mexico are named Jesus. The nickname for Jesus is Chewy. Who would have thought, right? I'm pretty sure making tamales is a lot of work. Yeah, it ain't no picnic, all right? I know that much. Brian Maiden in the house. Good morning and all. In the house, gets a little late. Brian Maiden, loved it. Brian, pretty boy Maiden, always great to see you in the house, and welcome rather late than never. That's an accurate description. That's why it's better to eat your own homemade tamales. Every Mexican knows this. I didn't know that. Also, before I buy, and a lot of tamales are sold on carts on the street. There was a place in Chapala. It was a tamale. That's all they did. And you could see their entire kitchen. You could see them make the tamales. But before I buy, or even this guy that drives by my place, and you can hear him saying tamales, even him, he's in a truck. Before I buy any tamales from him, I want to visit his kitchen. I want to go to his house, and I want to look in his kitchen. Is it dirty? Is his wife in there picking her nose and putting the boogers in the tamales? I want to see it. There you go. Because I'm Bill the Geek. I got attitude. I can't be getting sick and not showing up for a live show on a Saturday because I ate some nasty booger-infested tamales. That's all I have to say. So let's get back to these video clips, because the good part is going to come up here shortly. let's see here. Here we go. Okay. So now I'm getting closer and closer to the plaza. There you go. And these are, I think, all of those green and blue booths. Um, those are like temporary, and they're getting ready to open up for when the party really starts to happen. And then I run into these guys. Now these guys, um, they were on my bus also, and I remember seeing them on the back of the bus. But here they are. Oh no! Here comes the band. Here comes the band out of nowhere. These guys all dressed up. They've got their instruments, getting ready for the parade for that day. Looks like the Temptations coming out. It looks like the James Brown band coming out with the people. And I didn't have a problem taking their picture. So I walked. The town was very small. I'm walking around on the side streets. The town was only like, I'm going to say 6 blocks by 6 blocks, surrounded by farmland and cows, with the plaza right in the middle. I didn't expect the town to be this small, which was fine. And here's a guy with his kid and his horse headed towards the plaza. And the people were very friendly. It's a beautiful day, and I could walk around. This was almost like, I walked around the entire town in about 45 minutes. That was it. There wasn't much to it. So it was an experience. Then this is right. This is maybe 2 blocks from the plaza. This is a guy milking his cows, and I asked him, is it okay if I take a picture of you milking the cow? He said, oh yeah, fine. But he's milking his cows. That's 2 blocks from the plaza. I'm not going to see that in Morelia. I don't think. Maybe in David's neighborhood, maybe he sees it. Here you go. Cows. So this was a very small town. It was an enjoyable trip. Very friendly people. I'm not sure if I'll go back. But it's a great day trip if you want to spend $20 round trip. $20 round trip. Oh, and here are people taking food for sale. And here comes the parade. Here comes the parade. This is about a 1-minute clip. Now, I don't know who is who here. I don't know who is who here, but you can see the older priest with the younger priest. And this is the procession. I didn't know if it was a parade or a funeral, but I think that this is a parade for this special day, as opposed to a funeral, even though funerals look like this in Mexico. But if it was a funeral, there would be a dead body with the group. Now, let's see what's going on over here. And let's see. Convento de San Roberto. Huh. Uh-oh. Marco just sent me an email. Here we Convento de San Roberto. Okay, there you go. I think that must be the name of what this holiday was. Convento de San Roberto. I did not see that picture that you sent, but thank you, Marco, very much for that tip. And Liston, I think this is Liston Henry just donated $21.15 to the channel. Liston, thank you very much. And I tell you what, Liston comes on, he doesn't say much, but he he'll say, "Oh, I've been there 3 times. I've been there 3 times. Places I never heard of. I go there and Liston. Liston travels, man. He's here. He's somewhat new. He has about my time, like a year, I think, in Morelia. And before I go on with more videos here, I'm going to get back to chat here in a second. But before I went to dinner last night, I'm walking down to get my Uber ride down by the park, which is where I prefer to catch the Uber. And I'm down there. It's right next to the park where I shoot my intros. And there's this tall white guy walking down the boulevard. Tall, skinny white guy. And there's traffic, not very much. There's no pedestrians, just him and me. I'm waiting on my Uber. And this guy comes up to me and he says, do you know Rosie? I said, yeah, I know Rosie. He said, yeah, Rosie helped me find all my stuff down here. I saw an interview with you and her on YouTube. Was that you? I said, yeah. I started talking to the guy. I had already ordered my Uber by that time. And he says, he's from California, lived here for 2 years. He looked like he's like 45, about 6'3", 6'4". I think his name was Eric. His name was Eric or John. I gave him my business card, but that was weird. It's a small life that we lead maybe. Okay, so let me make a note of where I stopped. Hold on here, and let me go back to chat here just for a second and see what be happening. What be happening for, okay. ACC2, Ninja Air Fryer. Okay. But no, I was thinking about the Instapot. Tommy Sands, till next Saturday, everyone have a beautiful weekend and a great week. Got to get out and see more of this beautiful city. And I tell you what, he is new to Morelia. It is a great place. There's so much to see. Gary, hey, just wanted to let you know I was recently in Mexico City and stayed in Roma Norte, where the protests were. Everyone was extremely friendly and welcoming. No issue whatsoever. And Gary, that's really interesting, because with all the assholes, American expats in Mexico City, and then with all the deportations going on in the United States, I would think that, wow, why don't all Mexicans hate me? Why? When am I going to get backlash? But I mean, I'm out. The people who took me out to dinner last night, it was a Mexican family. They treated me great. We had fabulous conversation, fabulous food. They're Mexicans. The place was filled with Mexicans, no gringos in the restaurant. All the workers in the restaurant, all the people. I was waiting for my people to show up in the little lobby, and all these Mexican families were walking into the entrance, and everybody's looking at me and saying, buenas tardes, buenas noches, hola, kids, adults. Everybody's friendly. Everywhere I go, people are friendly. And I'm wondering, well, with all the asshole shit that's going on with Donald Trump, why aren't these people angry at me? But it's great down here. It's just wonderful. Axel Foley, don't eat street food, had a bad experience, ended up in the hospital. Don't know how long. Hey, Axel, yeah, man, it may look good. But if you don't know who the people are, just walk away. It's like Nancy Reagan said about the drug situation. She said, just say no. Thank you, Axel. Other than that, Pepe por Jose, Chima for Jose Maria. That's it. No more nickname. Okay, thank you very much. I know that Memo is short for Guillermo because that's my name. You're right, Bill. I don't eat street food. Montezuma's revenge is real. Sammy, what do you got to say, Sammy? Bill, you forgot that they have Fresca here. Okay, now that's funny too. Yeah, Fresca, the soft drink, is very popular in Mexico. Fresca and Squirt also, and we can't get away from Woolworths or even Sears are still down here. Marco, did you make it to the convent of San Roberto? Marco, I didn't, and I didn't even know about it. I should have done more research on book. Other than Pepe, Jose, Quema, I must have skipped something here. I think I skipped something. David. Okay. Hey, Bill, when Maria and I lived in the U.S., we knew a woman who made tamales once a month, and we would buy about 30 at a time. They were so damn good. The tamales that are good are excellent. And like David just said, when you find the good ones, I'm going to say several neighbors that sell tamales out of their homes. There's a lady like right down the hill. I'm going to walk down there today. She has nice, clean clothes. Her garage is clean. She has a big, clean house, a brand new car sitting out in front of her. Maybe I'll buy a tamale from her. She's out there every day. Hey, be careful. But when you find good tamales, buy a bunch of them and freeze them. Then you can eat them. And Reggie Meggs, thank you very much, Reggie, as always, for contributing to the channel and helping me take these trips. I tell you what, this trip this week was an expensive trip, but whatever. Hey, Bill, I've been checking out your old videos. I'm going to check them all out. Wow, you have a lot of classes on your site as well. I'm extremely impressed. Stay cool. Reggie, thank you so much. Yeah, for what it's worth, I used to, I know a lot about computer graphics and video editing and animation, so I used to teach all that stuff. And for my first 10, 12 years in Mexico, that's how I made money. That's how I earned money, working online and teaching people advanced computer graphics in Great Britain, Australia, the United States, Canada, and I was in Puerto Vallarta. I made a lot of money working online. But teaching, and that's why I really encourage younger people. If you're in the States and you have some knowledge, even if you're some type of attorney, counseling, psychiatry, any advice you can give people over the phone, get out of the United States, come down here, live cheap, and charge people in the United States and Canada United States prices and live in Mexico. That's how you go. Squirt mixes well with mezcal. Good to know, David. Thank you for that wonderful tip. Let's get back to some more videos here. I just have a few more video clips. Let's see. I think I miss. Oh, here we go. Let's go back here. Here we go. Okay, let's go back here. Here we go. Okay, maybe I went back too far. Yeah, I did. Here, let's go over here. Now, hold on a second. Here we go. Here is the town sign right on the plaza. Atecuaro. And these two guys, they were on the bus also. They are Mexican YouTubers. And that guy with the red hat, I think his YouTube name, I'm gonna play that again. These guys were hilarious. I think his YouTube channel is Texas Big Boy. And the other guy, he has a YouTube channel and he just goes around the state of Michoacan making videos about Michoacan. They were very friendly. They had excellent video. They had expensive, compact video equipment. And here they are. They interviewed me in Spanish. I'm going to be on both of their YouTube channels. His name is Rodeo. And I think the other guy's name is, I forget his name. It's either Manuel or might be Manuel. But they were very friendly. We talked for about a half an hour, and they were going around shooting the town for the day of festivities. But you can see it's kind of a sleep. It's a very sleepy town. I don't think that I could live here. I don't think I could live here. I could visit. And I'm speaking out of my butt now, but I didn't look for hotels. It's far away from like anything. They had lots of food. Oh, okay. Now, and check that out. Those are like hot dogs wrapped with tortillas and cut. So like you take a hot dog, cut it into 4 pieces, wrap those pieces with a tortilla. They had some tamales for sale there. People are showing up and taking their food, getting ready for the big festival. I bet it's a very affordable place to live. Again, this is a 32-minute taxi drive from Morelia. And they had about 5 or 6 places selling corn dogs. I don't remember ever seeing corn dogs at one of these little festivals. It was cool. It was a nice trip. The people were really friendly. I was thinking of eating a corn dog, but whatever. Let me play another clip. Is that out of sequence? Did I put this in twice? Maybe I put that in twice. I must have. So there you go. I got a few more clips. Oh, here you go. So you guys saw the parade. You guys saw the parade. It came up to us. So I walk around the town a little bit, and no, that's not it. That's not it. No. I think I duplicated some of my video clips. So there you go. How did I do that? But okay, I just have a couple more clips, but lots of rides. I wonder who brings these rides in, and do they ride them so much that the people that bring the rides in make money? Whatever. But it was a good trip. It was kind of a stressful trip because I kind of got lost. Getting the bus there was kind of wild, but whatever. Let's see. Hold on here a second. Okay, here we go. Axel Foley is the meat at the butcher shop from farm to table or trucked in from other parts of Mexico. I think that most of your butcher shops in Mexico, that's fresh from the farm. Most of it, specifically if you live somewhere like Chapala, Ajijic, Pátzcuaro, places like that. Same with vegetables. Love Jamaica drinks served in the mercados in Mexico City. Jamaica. Oh, yeah, those are good. If you ever get to Mexico, you got to drink some Jamaica drinks. They're fabulous, and they're really good for you. Another movie. Thanks for joining us, Axel Foley. Thanks for donating to the channel, and see you next Saturday, I hope. Tony Hilua. Okay, Sammy, what you got to say? Hi. Hola, Bill. I was making a point that I am vegan and therefore don't eat flesh, dairy, eggs, and honey. They sell limon, strawberry, pineapple, tamales. My tamales man makes me vegan tamales, seen pork fat. That means without pork fat. Margarine, right on, man. They got it all. They got it all down here in Mexico. Mexicans do it all. Boy, am I late. Tony Garea. Oh, high vibe. What other towns outside of Morelia would you recommend? Tell you what, write these down. I would definitely write down Pátzcuaro. I would definitely write down Pátzcuaro. I would definitely write down Zamora. Definitely Zamora. I'm going to go into Google Maps here. Let's go into Google Maps. And I'm telling you, in this year, look at my videos. Look at my videos starting this year in January. Okay, now I'm hi vibe. I'm going to hide your message so that we can see the map. And because I've only been here for a year, but since I've been here, I've been to some fabulous places. So let me give you some suggestions. Right over here on the map, this is like almost an hour from Morelia is Pátzcuaro. That is definitely a place you want to check out for sure. Weather's going to be about the same as here in Morelia. Check out Urea, fabulous little place. That's about maybe an hour and a half from Morelia. Quetzio, that's about a 45-minute drive from Morelia. Acambaro, that's about an hour away from Morelia. Take screenshots, write them down. There's start, but go. I've done videos and on each and every one of these videos. I've been there, made the video on each and every one. There's a little starter kit for you right there. But go back and start checking out any videos that I have done in the last 6 months. And I've been to many of these towns around Morelia. And there are more that I just forget. I've been to too many. Now, let's go back over here. And, okay. Okay. Okay, I'm backed up in my messages. There you go. But I would definitely check out Atecuaro for sure. Very affordable also. Why do Mexicans don't wear flip-flops? They mostly always wear sneakers. The people that took me out to dinner last night, both had on flip-flops. Carlos, Bill, we just came back from 2 weeks in Chapala and Morelia. Very nice, stress-free. But as soon as we landed back in the LAX airport, we felt the stress right away. Can't wait to get back soon. Yeah, the United States is a stressful place. Right now it's the land of Nazis and of hate and abuse. But I hope everyone had the pleasure of checking out the South Park 2 episodes that just came out, where they have Noam, what's her name? Christy Noam, whatever her name is. She's the DHS head, and she's shooting puppies all through the cartoon. She's all these cute little puppies. She just walks up and blows them away. South Park is doing it. And I hope more creators crack down. You got Maxwell. Maxwell, they put her in a hotel in Hawaii. They let her out of prison. So now she's in a hotel prison in Texas. They got all these pedophiles in the government, won't release the Epstein's files. It's crazy. That's okay. That's okay. Because all the Nazis they caught after World War II, they went to prison. So like Nancy Mace and the Attorney General, her assistant, Donald Trump too. Once the Epstein tapes, once the Epstein files, all them videos, because Epstein had his entire houses with videos running all the time. Him making love to little young girls. Donald Trump was his best friend for 10, 20 years. They were just hanging out with these little girls. Let the videotapes come out. And then just put people away, put them in jail. Yes. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we are very liberal here. We seek the truth. Anyway, Brian Maiden, thank you so much. Thank you for donating to the channel and listen to me ramble. And I got to give it, I've been listening to interviews in Canada with your prime minister, some other Canadians, man, they said, what? hey man, Canadians are ready to rumble. And the Canadians met with Claudia Sheinbaum this week to make trade plans. Go Canada. Go Canada. Go United States immigrants for legalization. Go the Palestinians and in Gaza and Ukrainians. All you guys go. Good luck and the best to all of you from Bill the Geek in Morelia. Yes. Brian the Man, very generous. Yeah. Brian, pretty boy maiden, thank you so much. Okay, now, so let me check my notes here and see what's going on. I did an interview. Okay. I did an interview with Fernanda. She's an immigration attorney here in Mexico, and she got a lot of calls. We did an interview. It lasted a long time. I cut it up into smaller segments, and she has a 10-year-old daughter, and her daughter's very bright. She's a state swimmer. She's almost a pro swimmer. She's only 10 years old. Her daughter speaks English, Spanish. She's learning French. Very talented student, very talented swimmer. Fernanda got lots of calls from the videos that I did with her. And we're following up those first 2 videos with 4 more segments. Those will come out over the next 4 weeks. And I was talking with Fernanda. She's very knowledgeable. And we're talking about doing a series, a Mexico immigration series, where we would get together, go live with her like once a month or something like that. And she said someone watched one of my videos, and they're located in Romania. Romania, yeah. They called her from Romania after watching one of my videos. I didn't know I had people in Romania. Okay, now here we go. What else do we have on the list? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So tell you what, folks, I'll be on the road this week. In fact, I'm going to be on the road a couple of different places this week. And then I think I'm going to be on the road the week after that. So we got a lot to do. Okay, what did I miss here? I'm missing stuff. Here we go. Buck stops here. My first time in Mexico, I had lime seasoning, tahine on the rim of my margarita in Isla Mujeres. Now I got tahine in my pantry here in Colorado Springs. Tastes great on food and drinks. Buck stop here with them big green eyes. Thank you for that tip. Sammy, Bill, I don't think that Donald Trump and his friends will ever face justice in the United States, but the international court may issue an arrest for all those criminals. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that with the midterm elections, Democrats take the House and the Senate, and then they can impeach Trump, release the Epstein files, and then once the public sees what I think is going to be Donald Trump and Epstein hanging out in Epstein's properties with all these little 12 and 13-year-old girls, then I think that the shit is going to hit the fan, and they're going to pick up Donald in handcuffs and take him away. Yes. with Pam Bondi and his assistant. The heads are going to roll. So, because this is the United States of America, the home of truth, justice, and the American way. There you go. So anyway, I will have more clips for you next week from my travels for this upcoming week. They should be very good video clips. And I will be releasing more videos of She Thinks So She Speaks and how she bought her property in Merida. I'll be releasing more videos of an interview with Fernanda this week and even more. So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for joining us today, this morning. When we started broadcasting this morning, the sky was totally cloudy, but now it's half cloudy, and I can see blue sky, and it's warmer. And that's kind of how Morelia is. This is the rainy season. So it rains from like June through like September, but it might get cloudy and rain for a while, then the sun comes out, then it rains a little bit, then the sun comes back out. So it's back and forth. It's not like in Ohio or New Hampshire, where I used to live. It might rain for 2 weeks straight. But here, it's a mixture. It's a mixture. Okay. So there you go. Danielle Richard, what's up? Bill the Geek, it's another day. Great to see you in the house. Danielle, glad you could join us at the end of our broadcast. So that's all. That's about all I got to say. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan died. He died. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Malcolm Jamal Warner, boy, that was weird. I think he drowned at the beach or in a swimming pool, something like that. Michelle, can't say the name. Brian Wilson, Val Kilmer, Annette Burrell, Ozzy Osbourne, and Gene Hackman. That's funny. Man, I need to make it there before the end of this year. Have a great weekend, everyone. Yeah, Marco, come on down. Bring your wife and your children's, and we'll get together and do something fabulous. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I want to thank everybody for joining. If you like this content, most of the time we're talking about the joys of living in Mexico, or sometimes we talk about the hell that's going on in the United States, because we have to talk about it. It's my job. I got people listening. People need to hear about the injustices, the great injustices of ICE, people in masks going into hotels and restaurants and schools and churches and just picking up innocent people and deporting them, putting them in hellish jails. What kind of the United States is that? That's not the United States that I want. And I have a passport. I put it in my time. That's just messed up. It's effed up, and it has to come to an end. And like the people from South Park, somebody has to talk about it. Everybody should talk about it. We should throw those people out and have that stopped. All that stopped. Just all the people that don't have the right papers, give them papers today. Just give them all papers today. Amnesty. Give everybody amnesty. Just let them live. If that's 16 million people, fine. 16 million very happy, honest people paying taxes, buying groceries, being friendly. Give them all papers. And now ICE gets more money than United States Marines gets money. Instead of spending all that money, I was thinking about joining ICE. If you join ICE right now, you get a $50,000 signing bonus. And all the people in ICE, they're KKK members, Aryan Nation members, all of them racist, white nationalist people. I mean, that's what ICE is. It's like the KKK extension of Donald Trump. So I was thinking about joining ICE. I could be a snitch. I could snitch, and when ICE is coming, I could notify everybody, and they could run away. Yeah, but that's just messed up. Instead of all that money they're spending on going and grabbing people and putting them in concentration camps and torturing them, instead of spending the money like that, give them all correct immigration papers and just take a month and do that. And then we don't need no more ICE. Just let people live and work and be happy. There's the answer right there. Right here on the Build the Geek channel. And for you mega people that don't like to hear that, that's just the way it is. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for showing up. If you're watching, I want to thank everybody for showing up today. I want to thank everyone for just being here, clicking the like button, maybe subscribing, maybe you donated to the channel. If you're watching the rebroadcast and you would like to contribute to the channel, there is a donate. There's a donate button down in the middle of the description below. So now here we go. Now let's see. Okay. So anyway, and if you didn't know, I'm getting ready to say goodbye now, but I just want to say love you all. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm going to say adios, hasta luego, and que te vaya bien. Everyone have a fabulous weekend. Tell everyone you want to release the Epstein files. Tell everyone we want to give legal papers to all the undocumented immigrants. And we want everyone to be happy and unified, and e pluribus unum, from many come one.